Tick-tock. The clock is always moving forward. But how close are we actually to midnight? In this video, we'll explore the real risks of a nuclear crisis in 2025, and I will explain the recent developments and decisions that make 2025 not just any other year when it comes to nuclear threats. Stick around till the end of this video for some concrete steps that you can take to reduce nuclear threats. Welcome back to Infectious Insights. If you are new to this channel, please consider to like and subscribe. Your support has a tremendous impact on the development and growth of this channel and allows me to make more videos in the future. But without further ado, let's get started. Nuclear weapons have shaped geopolitics for decades, from the Cold War's Cuban Missile Crisis to the modern tensions involving North Korea and Iran. But 2025 isn't just another year, it's a turning point in nuclear diplomacy and risk. But before we talk about today, let's take a step back and review what actually happened in 2024. 2024 was a year of escalating tensions and near misses, and here are some of the highlights you need to know. The ongoing war in Ukraine has kept Europe on edge, with NATO and Russia conducting frequent military drills in close proximity. In June, a Russian fighter jet came dangerously close to a NATO surveillance plane over the Baltic Sea, and accidents like these could quickly spiral out of control. The New START Treaty, the last remaining arms control agreement between the US and Russia, was suspended by Russia in early 2024. This puts a cap on transparency, increasing the risks of misunderstandings. In the Asia-Pacific, North Korea conducts its highest number of missile tests in history, some of which flew over Japan, causing mass panics. Meanwhile, China ramped up its nuclear arsenal, raising concerns in Washington and beyond. Around the globe, nuclear powers invested heavily in modernizing their arsenals. Hypersonic missiles, AI-guided systems, and other technologies are making the nuclear equation more unpredictable than ever. A quick tip: if you're interested in AI and its potential misuse for the development of biological weapons, check out this video, which I will also link in the video description. So why is 2025 such a pivotal year? The answer lies in three main factors. With fewer treaties in place, there are fewer guardrails to prevent escalation. Trust between major powers is at its all-time low. For instance, the suspension of the New START Treaty, as detailed by the Arms Controls Association, eliminates crucial transparency measures. Hypersonic missiles can't easily be intercepted by existing defense systems, and AI could make split-second decisions that humans can't override. Imagine a scenario where a false alarm triggers an AI response. The RAND Corporation describes these weapons as a disruptive force, and their integration with AI systems could make future conflicts even harder to control. From Taiwan to Ukraine, flashpoints around the world are more combustible than ever. Even a minor miscalculation could have global consequences. The CSIS highlights the growing risks in the Asia-Pacific, while the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists warns of potential accidental escalations in Eastern Europe. So how likely is a nuclear crisis in 2025? Let's break it down. Experts suggest that while the likelihood of a full-scale nuclear war remains low, the risks of localized nuclear incidents or accidents is increasing. Here are some of the key points that underline this standpoint. A recent study by the International Institute for Strategic Studies, IISS, notes that the chance of an accidental nuclear detonation has increased due to the modernization of weapons systems and their reduced human oversight. For example, the Stimson Center highlights that the risks of nuclear conflict is highest in regions like South Asia, where India and Pakistan's rivalry remains dangerously heated. As reported by the Union of Concerned Scientists, human error remains a critical factor. With shorter decision times due to AI-driven systems, the potential for miscalculations has never been higher. According to the 2024 report by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, the doomsday clock is set to 90 seconds to midnight, the closest it has ever been to an apocalypse. While symbolic, this underscores the global community's perception of heightened risk. I know all of this sounds pretty grim, but it's not all doom and gloom. Diplomacy, public pressure, and innovation can actually reduce the risks of nuclear danger. In the past, grassroots movements have played a pivotal role in shaping nuclear policy throughout history. For example, the nuclear freeze movement of the 1980s pressured governments to negotiate arms control agreements like the INF Treaty. More recently, civil society groups were instrumental in creating the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons in 2017. While it is true that large-scale decisions are in the hands of governments, here's how you can play a part in reducing the risks of nuclear weapons. Stay informed. Follow trusted organizations like the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, Arms Control Association, and ICANN to stay updated. Awareness is the first step to action. Support advocacy groups. Groups like ICANN rely on public support to push for international treaties. Even small donations or sharing their message can amplify their efforts. Engage politically. Reach out to your representatives. Encourage them to prioritize arms control and diplomacy. Public pressure works. And educate others. Talk to your friends, family, and community about why reducing nuclear risks matters. The more people understand, the greater the momentum for change. If you like, you could, for example, consider sharing this video. To sum this up, your voice matters. By staying informed, supporting advocacy efforts, and engaging with policymakers, you become part of a larger movement pushing for change. I will put some useful links on these topics in the video description. So how likely is a nuclear crisis in 2025? As so often, the answer is complex. Based on the data, the likelihood of a full-scale nuclear war remains low, but the chances of localized incidents or near misses are disturbingly high. What is clear is that the choices we make today will determine the risks we face tomorrow. So let's stay informed, stay engaged, and work towards a safer future. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into critical global issues. Also, if you're not done with learning for today, I recently made another video on mirror life, which I will link here for you to watch next. Bye.